Hey guys, this is John. If you've been playing Battlefield 1 since launch, you've more than likely already discovered it's relatively easy to unlock most of the weapons for each class. However, it's not until you reach level 10 that you have the option to unlock the special weapon for that respective class. I'll cover each of the 4 weapons you can unlock so you can decide which one you want to focus on obtaining next time you're in game. We'll start off with, in my opinion, the most disappointing gun first, the Medic class's Stealth Slater 1906 Factory. As a Medic player, I have no idea what is going on with this gun or why it was released this way. The rifle can only boast 5 rounds per magazine, and the damage per round does not justify the scarcity. Unless you're nailing out headshots, it usually takes between 2 or 3 shots just to take down a single soldier, so forget clearing out a squad coming at you unless you are super good with a handgun. The damage output doesn't change too drastically at varying ranges, but the small magazine doesn't make this gun a viable solution to most situations. There isn't much more to be said about this gun, so I would suggest keeping a different rifle on hand with a larger magazine rather than this one. Next up is the Support's Hewitt Automatic Lowweight, a machine gun with a meh magazine size of 26 rounds and a less than spectacular rate of fire and damage output on top of that. This machine gun caps out at 21 max damage at a 20 meter range and dips down to 15 max damage once you hit 35 meters. And tacked on with the 475 rounds per minute and small magazine size for the machine gun, it isn't going to get you very far at long range or when confronted with multiple enemies. One plus with this gun is the recoil is relatively low, so it's much easier to aim down the sights at a longer range without too much differentiation to where each round lands. It's a decent machine gun, really middle of the road in terms of damage to range output, so don't write this gun off as a no-go. It's got a great handle and does a remarkable job at maintaining control in both close and long range. Third is the Scout's Martini-Henry, probably my favorite of the level 10 guns. The damage to range output on this weapon is awesome, starting out at a max damage of 100 at 30 meters and capping out at 80 meters, falling to about 70 max damage at 140 meters. Meaning as long as you follow the enemy appropriately, you can one-shot them every time. The biggest downside of this weapon is the lack of optical sights, which you can change the increased zoom to 2 times as far in the customization menu, but it still makes this a difficult sniper to use at much longer ranges. It's also much slower than other sniper rifles at a rate of 440 meters per second. Most of the other snipers are around 600 to 800 meters per second, so it can take some getting used to have to lead so heavy with this gun if you're trying to hit a moving target. It doesn't help that you have to reload after each shot, so every shot counts. Last is the Assault class's weapon, the Hellriegel 1950 Factory, and god, this is a fun gun to use. As far as the level 10 weapons go, this is probably closer to an ultimate weapon than any of the other 3 available, and is what I would recommend you try to unlock first. The Hellriegel is a submachine gun with an astounding 60 round magazine, so you've got some room to work with while spraying downfield. The gun only comes with 2 magazines, so if you're not careful with your ammo, it's easy to run out of rounds quickly and become reliant on your handgun or try to chase down a support unit. The gun caps out at a max damage output of 23 at 15 meters and drops down to about 13.5 at 40 meters. And with a rate of fire of 650 rounds per minute, this gun is pretty standard as far as SMGs go in Battlefield 1. But the range in conjunction with the large magazine makes it a force to be reckoned with. The Hellriegel is a very fun weapon to use, but like I said, just be wary of your magazine amount while you were spraying enemies down because it's easy to let all of your ammunition get away from you. So those are the 4 level 10 weapons you can unlock in Battlefield 1, and whether or not you liked one more than the other, I would challenge you to unlock each of them and try them out before you dock them. You're watching Esports on PvP Live.